you so much for the 9 months, Berserk. Not as cute as Shiina. I'm glad you guys think I'm cute, because in all honesty, I don't think I'm that cute. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I'm that cute in personality. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know. Yeah. Anyways. But I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. It's all that matters to me. You know, if somehow my viewers think I'm cute, it was good enough for me. Okay, good enough for me. Thank you so much for... You know, I have the opposite problem where I think my outer appearance, I guess, I can't say I'm not, because I do modeling, but like... But inside, I don't have as much confidence about what's on the inside as much as I am about the outside, Googie. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Like just this morning, Sakana was like, hey. I'm like, oh no, did I do something extremely autistic again? And he's like, yeah, we'll talk about it later. I was like, damn it. Damn it, Cookie! He's like, don't stress, it's not that big of a deal, but you did something really autistic. I'm like, oh man, okay, I guess, Cookie. Damn it. You know, I guess. No! Yeah. I'm like, I'm in danger, you know. Man. Anyways, I don't think it was a Nikkei stream. I don't know. I fumble human interactions on the daily, so I don't even know what it could be. I fumble so many human interactions in my daily life that if you told me, hey, you did something really autistic, and I would like think about it. I literally can't tell you because I'm too autistic to tell. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, anyways, yeah. Endless choices. Might be the Choicer Voicer stream. I hope not. I thought that was really funny. Anyways,
a few moments later.
Oh, hold on. Management message. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Management. I'm not in trouble, Cookie. Yeah, I'm not in trouble. I think I made a social faux pas. I think I did a social faux pas. And, yeah. You know, I gotta be really thankful to Sakana, because when I make social faux pas, he's one of the only few people I know who would be like, hey, that right there was a faux pas. And I'm like, oh. He'd like, explain it? He's like one of the few people I know in my life who won't just let me keep fumbling. And he'll be like, hey, so... You know, when the few people in my life were just like, you know, you did something right there. I'm not sure you get it, so I'm gonna explain it. I'm like, okay. And it usually goes very well, Cookie. It usually helps. I know, Cookie. Yeah. Yeah. You know, okay, enough time has passed, but I don't know any like year one cookies here. I know several of you are year one cookies, but I used to be way more annoying on Twitter because I couldn't read the tone that I was giving off on Twitter. Like, I couldn't understand it until one day Sakana sat me down and was like, okay, I'm gonna need you to see this from another perspective. And he talked about it to me like in a way that I could understand. And I was like, wait a second. Holy crap, it makes so much sense. And it fixed my problem overnight. It was crazy, Cookie. Yeah, I was like, wait, yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense. And then I understood and never made another mistake like that ever again. You know, it was like a problem I've had my entire life, Cookie. You know? And one moment, Fishman explained, and it fixed like 20 plus years of why people think I'm annoying on social media. And I couldn't figure it out until he explained it. And I was like, oh, wait, that makes so much sense. You know? So it was really helpful. And then it's so helpful that another girl in Phase calls him the Autism Whisperer. He's the Autism Whisperer now. Yeah, he's just direct enough. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the Autism Whisperer himself. Yeah. So, yeah. What was the explanation? So like, there's a certain way I would type, right? If you put too much opinions online, right? If you think about it, Cookie, like, you guys look up to me. So a lot of people, you guys don't find it annoying, right? But to my peers who are on equal grounds, it could come off a different way. And so he made a fake tweet of like, what if I said this? How would you feel? And I was like, I'd cringe out. And he's like, exactly. And I'm like, oh. I was like, oh. And then I was a little embarrassed, but I never made that mistake again. It was highly effective. Anyways, yeah. I was like, oh, you know? Yeah, what was the tweet? It wasn't like one tweet. It was like a build-up. Okay. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I was a little embarrassed because obviously I didn't mean for it to like come off that way. And it was cringe, but it did. And so I was like, well, it's okay. I just won't do it again. And I haven't. And it's been like 2 years. So, yay me, Cookie. Yay me. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't the Stanley Cup tweets? No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. Yeah. But yeah, he explains it in a way that my brain comprehends. It's very good. Very good, Cookie.